Now we can look at the decks. Look, Toussaint's Hospitality is in the final. Earth and Ritual made it. Open up Sanvanter, so it was Earth and Ritual without the portal. It was Guerilla Tactics with an extra. And no self-wound. Karim, see, the deck is so broken that it's getting banned left and right. No Skellige in this match, so in we go. In we go, and Myamon is on blue coin against Sanvanter's Scoia'tael on red. Myamon is playing his NR deck. This is Inspired Zeal. Golden Necker, we don't see Golden Necker, we don't see... Well, we do see Ildiko, we don't see Idaran. So no Mata, no Golden Necker, no Royal Decree, no Muta Generator, and no way to get them. Unless you want to try and throw Vernon Roche. We also see that Sanvanter is not having a best draw with Rock Barrage and Frenzied Dow in hand. And the first play of the final is Myamon's Ildiko against Doregaray. Doregaray still hating on well, she's a mage, so a mage getting locked. So webcam. So COC was not working on the scout, and where one scout is, a lot of mates is getting spawned. I wonder if Myamon ever uses the leader charge. No, and we see a snipe. And we see that Sanvanter is not risking it. You want to answer reavers so that they do not multiply. There was a line with backup plan, but you are not guaranteed damage from that. Myamon is also quite ahead in this game, and he takes a pass. So into a long round 3 we potentially are going, because Sanvanter, unless he spends a leader charge, and this is a decision point. Okay, so into a long round we go indeed. He considered that for a moment. I guess we're seeing Maxi Plate. Yeah, so Oniromancy into Maxi to try and improve your consistency, but if we've seen some pushes with players starting with 8 card hand, we are not seeing a push with even less. So Rock Barrage was played. That makes Frenzied Dow a wholesome 7-point body. And we see that Myamon... That was a mulligan. Okay, I was like, nah, no way. Yeah, so here comes the pass. Turururu. Myamon gets Mata, gets Golden Necker, so Mata is drawing a Decree or Selkirk at the moment. For Sanvanter, it will be Squirrel, Skirmisher, Epidemic. You might actually survive this. That's a very good hit on the Flotsam, sadly for Myamon. And this is not a scout he can carry over, because the wagon is in the deck. Otherwise, that would have been a beautiful sequence to establish floatsome carryover. And also carryover floatsome creation. And Mata was discarded. Myamon was not interested. Also, by the looks of it, he's not interested in Mutagenerator. The issue is you're playing. You are playing Vernon Roche. But okay, the Mutagenerator. I guess Mutagenerator was the last. Yeah. There was floatsome out already. Sorry, got a bit carried away here. So there is the Muta. That was just the only artifact. For some reason, after seeing Toussaint's Hospitality, I expected more artifacts in the Myamon's creation. So Wagon is not too hot in round 3. I must admit, someone was dying in the background. Oh well. She's alive. It's all fine. It's all fine. Don't worry, Metal, but thanks for your concern. So, either run comes, either run goes. Not the best story to write a book about. A lot of control. But yeah, we see that Mutagenerator gonna be getting units to 5, and 5 is at times not the best thing to be using your leader and Mata on. Also, we see that Sanvanter is not passing the skill check on creates, not finding Archer, not finding Blue Mountain Elite. War Dancer is not the best, but it puts Arbalist at 3, so it does some damage. Although wait, I guess Onagers and all that is more of a problem for you. This Selkirk is, unless you leader him up, not doing much as well. But dueling 4-point War Dancers. Why would you? So yeah, it just falls a victim of a Guerilla Tactics, but at least it forces Guerilla Tactics leader charge. So with Flotsam on board, you kind of want to deal with the scouts, but by the looks of it, Sanvanter is just allowing everything to stick. And look, round 3 Mutagenerator. I think of beauty. And pew pew we go. I suppose you can. Zeltkirk, 1-point unit. It's not the best. Nah, we're just gonna ping it down. Yeah, no reason for Zeltkirk. But could have floated the charges, but look also at Master Sanvanter being in quite a predicament with this Schirru. Like there is a big Schirru available already, but he's kind of missing Seamless, and yeah, we go into the Schirru mode. Move, another move, bam, wham, boom. If there are any subs, please give me some Schirrus. Maybe magically 8 sunlight. Don't need that when you can just boom the 6s. Otherwise that's a bit too snowbally, especially with Mutagenerator getting things even further ahead. You'd need to like proc Muta 3 times. Not gonna lie, that was beautiful. Also, Tumi, you are sub. Give me at least one Schirru in chat. Yeah, that was very powerful. Even if you are losing Seamless in the progress. What does Wagon do? In round 3, not much. In round 1, 2, he is carrying over River Scouts or River Hunters between the rounds. So this is the sad story for Myamon to have it now. So no Seamless. Can Skoya actually make it? That's not the best Frenzy DAO with no Rock Barrage in deck. This is not the best Dennis Cranmer with only Dwarven Chariot available. And Myamon keeps getting those extra points from Onager. So yeah, Dennis is playing for... Chariot is playing for 7-8, Dennis is playing for 7-8 points, and Frenzied DAO is playing for 7 points. There is no Mutagenerator that buffs all units at 7 power. Myamon though has a Wagon, which is not the most impressive finisher, and Sinter and Royal Guard doesn't have any bodies, but they have Mutagenerator to work with, so every 5-point card, or some of the 5 points card Myamon played in this round became much more than that. And okay, the extra armor helped here, the chariots made it closer and brought some extra points, but we see that the Onager is keeps on pinging and there is no stopping it. Wagon, of course, not 5p card, but it still gets an extra point from... That's what I meant by different. And not all cards get in the buff, so here we are. 7-point movement. Not good enough, and Myamon is one step close. And here we go. AQ versus Toussaint. So let's see how powerful the drones are against the mighty Nilfgaard. Defender status is up for grabs for Guillaume. We've seen that yesterday. We can witness that today again. The deck relies on bronzes, on Kiki Stalkers especially, and on Vran Warriors, so you cannot buff those too much, otherwise you are getting burned by some MOPs. We see that Myamon didn't find Vilgefortz, nor did he find Golden Necker, so here is Mata for guaranteed pull on Golden Necker. The presence of MOPs makes Vran Warriors very bad. Like, you cannot consume and buff them, so those are your finishers or mulligans. Your defender status is under attack by Guillaume, so I guess there is some non-standard sequencing that allows you to protect your things, but yeah, I think we've seen Myamon win with this deck against Catburger or second opponent in the group. Maybe it was Trusky, but against one of the players there in this specific matchup. And if I was to predict, it was probably Catburger in first game in the group for them. Okay, so that might be an attempt to guarantee like a Vilgefortz pull from Golden Necker. Yeah, this is the game I uploaded on YouTube as well. YouTube, you say? Exclamation mark YouTube. Go and follow. Just during the final, take a break for 30 seconds, support your local Gwent streamer, and now we see the defender is incoming, but yeah, Vilgefortz is dealing with that, but then you're not dealing, if it is a Vilgefortz. Okay, it was not. Myamon actually might have put Artifact or Royal Decree. I don't think we see the notification which card gets clicked, but yeah, now Vilgefortz comes, but he cannot log the thing, so let's see what is the decision here. AQ, of course, always happy to click the tome. The problem with tome clicking is that occasionally it allows your opponent to combo things together. The players are playing fast, and Sanvanter is also not repeating mistakes that Cat, or not taking risk that Cat was taking, not banishing Golden Necker, for example. Is there any bleeding for Myamon to apply? I guess the Van Murlehem Hunter does it. Anything else? Not that much. So we see a heal on the Hunter here. Sanvanter, yeah, goes and clicks and thins his deck. Myamon as Asaya and Alisa, so you can shuffle some extra cards back into the deck. And we can see that Myamon is also happy to click. Look, a 12-point MOP. Don't you love to send that your opponent's way? And now either is bringing the MOP power down or no. Also MOP win trade instead. Yeah, yeah. But MOP is no more. There were so many charges that it was killed in conjunction with acid speed, and acid speed is spreading all the haters of that card, put to shame by its performance recently. Imagine not taking points donations. Yeah, what's wrong with an OP like this? Why would you kill it? It was coming your way, totally. So Myamon is out of specials. We've seen him click Arcane Tome before, and it was only Buchurt. Of course, there could have been a completely different line had he full Ciri in hand and Sangreal in deck. We've seen that combo together, and yeah, as we witnessed, Sanvanter is pretty happy to send the tome back and forth with Myamon, so that could have been the combo, but yeah, Sanvanter manages to win round 1. Is he considering like AQ line? Is there anything else? If he's taking a pass, might as well improve the Witch's Sabbath. Yeah, that's what he's considering, I suppose. What is he even bringing back with the Sabbath? Vilgefortz and those two, so that's like 3 dead cards for Myamon. Okay, decides not to. He has what then? Either Defender, and Brandwater. I'm not sure there are many. Okay, Karim at least considered something similar, but he mentioned that this deck didn't make his lineup for a variety of reasons. Okay, so Sanvanter decided not to play another card. Do we see Witch's Sabbath immediately? Myamon gets nothing from Witch's Sabbath in terms of value. No, instead this is maybe you don't have to rush Sabbath, especially with bringing Defender out. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so with Myamon put in, I would assume we'll get back into the deck. The Witch's Sabbath becomes a bit more risky, but 50-50 is rolled, and MOP is staying in the graveyard. Instead, Myamon gets Flatter, and Flatter he has nothing to do with, basically. Also, the false Ciri is threatened by Kiki Warrior. It destroys any allied units, so not limited to insectoids. Okay, for now, Defender is just getting bigger and bigger. But this defender is no more. Thank you very much, Myamon, says Sanvanter, consuming the defender. Has Andriaga as the consume. Yeah, no MOP in hand, and also no MOP coming from Sabbath. That could have been done, but 50-50 was lost there. Also no Palmerin. Palmerin is playing a card from your deck. There is a boosted unit, but yeah, complete miss here from Myamon. Defender is slowly getting a smackdown, step by step. Can Full City create something? So Full City is nice, but not nice enough to win it for Myamon here. Not with the hand. Maybe, yeah, like we see the hand, we know what's happening. Sanvanter doesn't, so he might be playing around stuff still. I mean, the deck that opens or like plays Golden Necker as a second card can backfire in multiple ways. Sure, you have Fisher King, but Fisher King is also not guaranteed to be in your starting hand. You have many ways, and yeah, as I mentioned, there is consume nom, and also defender is protecting a front row bronze. Of course, Sanvanter doesn't know that MOP wasn't drawn by Myamon. Point gap is huge. Alisa is S6 and Ciri is an 8. I guess Guillaume is a bit better. Boost self by the number of allied knights on this road, and boost self and enemy unit by half of both units' power is what his ability reading. But yeah, there are not many synergies left between the cards. Oh, maybe he picks MOP. Yes, he does. But maybe he doesn't kill it. Guys, hold. No, he damages it. No, he damaged it. He didn't leave us with any spies. No BM. There is a defender on the front row, so the Brand Warrior was safe by the looks of it. But no. How spicy it would have been giving Myamon MOP. But defender is not safe anymore. Well, okay, Guillaume is not 14, so it still is. And Guillaume is just getting erased as well. This was a Guillaume erasure. bam, 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 and the fladder is killed as well. And this is a tight series by now. Sanvanter just 2-0 this. We do see Myamon take his Nilfgaard on blue. So more Nilfgaard performance here from Myamon. I'm interested. I am interested about how it goes. Once again, we've seen this match before, or similar match before. It's quite awkward when you want to buff stuff, but you can't. But there are goals for Sanvanter that he can buff. He has a brick in hand, but at least it's around 3 bricks, so not of utmost importance here. Yeah, the famous Joe versus Myamon series. I already cut it from the footage, and it's going on YouTube tomorrow, most likely. I think it's just incredibly awkward to figure, even if you prepped a little bit, there are still strategies on what are you doing against MOP. You never know what Golden Necker is going to bring. Yeah. For now, I'm confused. We do see false Ciri into the battle prep. So Myamon can play Sangreal on that. Okay. That's one way to deal with false Ciri. I mean, a beautiful roll from Sanvanter, and that's what I mentioned in the match versus Paya. Like, you cannot leave it at 1. Guerilla Tactics is not a leader that can be used on false Ciri beneficiary. But yeah, there are ways to ping her. So instead we see defensive Sangreal instead of an offensive one. Of course that Jhin is in danger, but it can be locked. And that happens immediately. So... and Sanvanter actually passes as well, so... Well, Sangreal combo wins Myamon the round, and it didn't really matter too much with the false Ciri being killed. Myamon still guarantees himself a win. Myamon's had the back. Okay, I like you, to me. Well done, well done. Okay, so what's the plan? Defender is out. Sanvanter has double toll punish. One targetable, one not. Sanvanter has no bricks by the looks of it. Has Squirrel for the Golden Necker, if his heart so desires. Okay, we see Myamon putting back defender here. So Fion is there to protect his Nilfgaardian friends mostly. But the issue is you're playing against Guerilla Tactics, so it likes to move it. You like to move it. So defender is not a great defense. If you are afraid of some targeted damage, heat wave for example. There you go. There you go. This is Masters Final, and discarding cards is a strategy that we've seen multiple times. All this available thanks to the peculiar Tucson-To's Hospitality deck. So we find some damage. Full Ciri. Oh, not full. Okay, this is a true Ciri, but I doubt every Ciri from now on, starting from yesterday. Every Ciri is like, I'm looking, is it a false one? Is she going to run to the other side? Question everything. Don't trust anyone. I mean, imagine Ciri flipping here for Myamon to the other side. That would be devastating. It would have been so rude. We see Frenzy Dao. It kind of kills... okay. I guess you are not getting enough points other way around. And Milva might be too clutch. I can trust you that you will cast Community Open on March 16th. I will be pleased to have that information. It's sad that you're not sharing it with me, Metal. Okay, Seamless is here. Vile is nice. Plays uninteractively. So if some random cards are flying, nothing will hurt Sanvanter at the moment. There is Alisa. So that you can shuffle stuff back. For example, a lock. Or Sangreal so that you lock later. Instead, we go for Mata for now. Wilgefortz is better when you play it from hand and not from Golden Necker. And this time around, Sanvanter is not discarding bronzes. He still has to play at least two of them. There is the Squirrel, if he wishes to answer the Golden Necker, preventing it from going 2 times. And we see Golden Necker number 1 fly out. Well, it only matters for units there, what you put on top. So if you want Defender, that would be your choice. Myamon still plays at least a couple of oh, wait. If the Squirrel comes, he only plays 2 specials, right? So that would not be enough for that Sage. He can trigger Sage if Golden Necker is not squirreled. But sadly, that is not the history. And now he only has Buhurt from Leader and Buhurt from Arcane Tome. So unless Sanvanter clicks it and sends it back, I'd assume that he... Ah, okay. Yeah. Palmerin is also playing a unit that was set up. So yeah, it is possible to trigger it now. Now it triggers. Good. There was another card to play a card from the deck. Man, this Tucson-to Hospitality kind of feels, at the moment, for many players, I would assume, like Araha Swarm felt when Trasky started playing it. Like, people were not sure about the lines and everything because there are too many. With the Stalkers, Consumes, and, well, Big Lusty Finisher. Nowadays, it's more or less streamlined and less mistakes are made with that. This has even more RNG depending on your opponent. I'm very happy to witness it in action on the tournament. And now people can go on ladder and try to optimize it for ladder if it is ever viable there. Self-epi. Self-COC into self-epi. Into Heatwave on your bronze. Yeah, let's go. The problem is Myamon kinda has points, at least some on the board. But yeah, if you remember Myamon versus Joe, this is the game that ended in a tie. And the tie was partially forced by roping. And we see the roping happening here, but Sanvanter is not going for Schirru for now. So everyone is safe. Also, good point to me, you can try and snipe Sage, but I think MOP is more important if you expect a couple of those to come. It's not a guaranteed snipe. You would be better just opening the row with MOP and after leadering, dealing with it. But let's see how the round progresses. Myamon is comfortably ahead at the moment, has a big squirrel to steal, but I don't think that squirrel is meant to be living for much longer. The only thing this deck lacks is ability to comfortably answer MOPs that you send to your opponent's side of the board. If that would be easily achieved. But yeah, here we go! This is the final of the Masters, and Self-Epidemic was just played on 19-point squirrel. On your own creature that you created on your side of the board. Of course, Myamon was mostly responsible for it growing to 19. Will he spend enemy boost on other units than Squirrel? Well, let me tell you a sad story about the Squirrel. It's that. So now he will have to. And he will do it on the Pyrotechnician that is with 6 armor. Nicely dressed. I even have an emote for this jacket, so yeah. It's a Staff of the Legends for 4 years now. But thank you, Jens. Ah! No! Sage! No! What was the second ping? I was concentrated on the Sage being hit. But it wasn't MOP. I still see them. On Mata. Okay, so that's a Schirru lineup. Okay, I see. If you ever want to do it on that. You have your own 6 that you can buff a couple of clicks. And Dorgare is of course gold, so you don't mind it too much. Schirru 15 cannot be done, right? You need to wait. Schirru 15, I mean, on 3 units cannot be done. Because he has no movement. Wait, what am I missing? How are you bringing Mata out? 9 plus leader. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, that's if everything goes amazing. I've seen the 15, but I was a bit too slow about combining the two things. I was only thinking of leader. There we go. That's a boy that I'd love to see. It's a shame you guys are not subbed, otherwise the chat would have been full of Schirrus, but I'll do it for ya. That was massive. Of course, there is a 13-point Pyrotechnician. On the board that you kinda have to do something about. But yeah, the golds are getting buffed, so no big dealio. The COC with no last say. Yeah, this Schirru is a problem in that regard, so maybe you wanted to get rid of it a bit earlier. What is the original name of this emote? And it was a Schirru emote, it's not yoinked. I would trust Pops to create his own. Okay, so... Oh, I love it, so good! Man, did Myamon just... Like, you get 1 point MOP swap. Wait, what? That allowed the self-COC. Man. I guess otherwise the leader would have been used on the small MOP. Why is this screen still up? Make it go away. No, I want to see the board. Oh, you can do the Pyrotechnician. Yo. And he hits. Yo. To organize the World Cup on the stadiums across Poland and the world, but not really. Who did Sanvanter prep with? That's question that host should have been asking. Hopefully, in if there is an interview with him, he gets asked that. But maybe with different creatures indeed from his aquarium. But let's go into the replay. Golden Necker is there. No squirrel in Sanvanter's hand, so that Golden Necker might go into the graveyard and rise from the graveyard. Like Dagon, it goes into the deck. It should have transformed into Platinum Necker, but that's not a thing. Прогноз уже, видишь, у людей стоят единички. Прогноз был в начале серии. Когда мы пробовали на каждый матч делать, очень мало было голосов, так что, к сожалению, ставочки уже закинуты. Okay, so first we go and put False City, I expect, on top. And then we play Golden Necker and roll Sangreal among all the specials. Royal Decree is in hand, one Buchurt is in hand. Squirrel skill check is not passed. Is Myamon all about that turn 2 Golden Necker? Let's see. He definitely played Fisherkin specifically for that. Okay, not specifically for that, turns out. It was to set up a defender from Palmerin. So now it's a bit more RNG. But yeah, I didn't know what was put on top. It was just one of the lines we've seen happening. Maybe that was due to RNG and not a setup. That skirmisher is growing stronger every day. Nothing can stop it. That's a 6-point backup plan. Nothing to be excited about. Big Schirrus, misplays. A big point slap, self unit distraction is what we are excited in this match about. Not silly 6-point rolls. Those matter not. Okay, MOP, I choose you. We've seen Sanvanter taking an early pass last time around. Not sure what would be the line he takes here. Last time he was giga happy to have what, 48-point Schirru. Okay, so I felt it. I commented on that, and into the pass he went. Backup land bomber was there. Okay, we see Myamon go hard here. Putting MOP into the graveyard of Sanvanter is of course interesting because illusionists are in this deck. And giving your opponent 1 point bronze is better than a 4 point bronze potentially. It's just a feeling I got, but let's see how this develops and what Myamon decides to do after going 1 extra card down. Okay, and by the looks of it, it will be a shuffle back from Messiah, Defender, Palmerine. Look like potential targets. And Palmerine it is. So no Defender gameplay this time around. And into 10 card round 3 we go. Let's see. I'm ready. Whatever it will be, I think I'm ready. Myamon has last say. Sanvanter has what? 1 break at the moment. So hopes to avoid find Squirrel, I guess a card that you consider keeping here. 2-2, so there is no Dennis at the moment. And no Heat Wave, and only 1 on here. So yeah, the Squirrel is being kept. Maxi is bad. And verification is printing a bronze, and yeah, okay. I don't think that was the line. Myamon went 1 extra card down, so there is a MOP in Sanvanter's graveyard. That's what you missed. Other than that, no heavy hitters were played. So Sangreal is in hand. Full Ciri is in deck. Oops. Also Arcane Tome is something that gives Sanvanter Heat Wave later on. Wait, Guillaume can steal that status. Amazing. Okay, there is no backup plan at the moment, so Whole City would have potentially been safe at 1. But to 4 it goes. Okay. So COC is in favor of burning Myamon's side of the board at the moment. And Sanvanter actually goes through with it immediately. Interesting. Can you DAO your own card? No, it's Barash's only enemy card. Sadly, the second Golden Necker is not happening with 2 artifacts on board, and okay, you can reset. No, wait, you cannot. You can shuffle and click and get 2 units from the deck. Yeah, there is a Buchwort, and with Golden Necker your Arcane Tome becomes Golden Necker, so you are fine without the artifact. It's the artifact that would have been potentially necessary, but maybe that was what Myamon was not happy about. So we see Myamon shuffle Deep Blue back into the deck. Okay, interesting. Any particular reason to do that? Buchwort, well, Toll Punish is out. Sanvanter must be also happy about not having any pressing need to play bronzes. Maybe he expects Stone to be clicked back. It should be clicked back. There is a Heat Wave. And Heat Wave on a 20-point unit is something Sanvanter must be happy about, yeah. Okay, but it could have been. Okay, there is no Buchwort. Okay, never mind. One of them is gone. But yeah, bronze's round is huge for Sanvanter, even if he didn't draw perfectly. Yeah, the tome plays against the player more than half the time. It happens constantly, so we see Dao and we actually see the Sanvanter going and hiding the Milva back into the deck. Still has 2 leader charges. CDPR scammed you? Why? Did you not claim? Did you not listen to me when I said do this stuff million times? Did you ignore the Confucius? Or did you connect your wrong account? I can't claim. Why? Is it on a different account? So yeah, Vilgefortz is a menace when you don't have any bronzes. Your opponent can bring some to you, but Pyrotechnician, last time I checked, was 4P card. Epidemic was a 4P card as well. So you get the pleasure of clicking Pyrotechnician and self-destructing your bronze, most likely, immediately. No reason to postpone it. And Sanvanter actually not clicking. That backup plan would have been creating a bronze once again. And we are not doing that here. This doesn't look like a tied game. Somebody will win it, but there will be no tie. Why does Sanvanter hate his own units? Yeah, he keeps destroying them. Even if they are like 15 points tall, he destroys them. But this time around, it was a small, silly Pyrotechnician, Mikkel Bay. And he just sent an entire epidemic towards him. Schirru has a 6 to burn, not the most exciting. That's from the easier Schirrus. But something else probably can be cooked up as well. Was there a risk of Chariot? No, only second Pyrotechnician. So MOP is kinda sad. So what's the line with Schirru and Milva? Can you... It's awkward to make 9. Yeah, okay, so goes for the 6s. I meant 9 and 13 are not easily alignable, so instead we just have Schirru burn a double of 6s. Milva is on the board. Everything is golden for Sanvanter. He still has his location click. And Cranmer. So Myamon of course has Buhurt. Guillaume is there. Guillaume can steal the status, so yeah, Myamon goes for that. But he's 21 points behind. He is Artorius is not up to any great things. And we see a pass. So Sanvanter takes a lead and is one small step away from becoming Gwent Season 5 Masters. Man, they're not taking any breaks. And neither do we. What about my DM with Ryan? Ah, okay, then he knows who you are, maybe. I'm sorry, I overstepped. I shouldn't have said that. Please, no. No complaints. It was more of a comment that I think the old guard of CDPR, like Pavel, although Pavel also interacted with a bunch of content creators thanks to the tweak, so they know, but not everyone, and especially not all the young rising stars of Gwent who gonna conquer the game in 2024 and shape the meta. Thank you for the follow, and yeah, let's get back into the game. This is the Priestess Renfrey against Of the Book's Wise Syndicate. Sanvanter on blue coin, trying to buff his priestesses as much as, or get them as many charges as possible. He has one Redanian Secret Service, so the first poison not achieving much. Other poisons are much better. Also, yeah, Yomis, congratulations, you are our first follower in several hours, in 2 hours. It is best of 5, yeah. So, Sanvanter is on a match point. So, poison number 1 goes. I said that it won't be influential, but if you're floating another poison on board, you can connect them immediately. So, there goes the Istret. He is Danzo. And another poison threat. Why we're playing Siege Tower Front? No, no, no. There is no more status to gain. Is that the reason? but reinforced ballista dies before the tower. Like, I understand that one coin is one coin, or maybe with 3 poisons. Is it actually happening? Is Redanian Secret Service the target? You get coins? No. Okay. But there was a moment of hesitation and the card was highlighted, and I think Tournament Client shows what players are looking at. At least while casting, that was my experience. I suppose if you are playing Morale, you are getting the poison through anyway on the next turn, and also there is an Abomination on the board. But there is also no great poison targets on the board anyway to spend 4 coins on them. So this Hubert is not getting to anything to eat at all, no charges. He is sitting in hand with, what is it, 8 or 9? It was Holder. That I'm not sure how many. So yeah, it's either Holder or Sif, the Great Wolf. He went by both names, but in the recent months, all Ukrainian and maybe some Russian players were interchanging the usernames. So there might be a little mix-up, but it was Holder Sif of the past who was caught doing that. But he might go by a different name at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what's his in-game alias. Not like it matters much anymore with no official competitive Gwent. Guys, do you realize that this might be the last competitive game? This might be the last round 1 of competitive official Gwent that you are witnessing. Just think about it and let the water run, the tears. Open Sesame is there, and Myamon is taking it, over profiting a little bit, but that comes with the side bonus of Flying Redanian flying out of the deck, so that's all nice and peachy. Yeah, but it won't be official unless they make Metal Major of Gwent. Gwent is where? In Wales, right? Then it will be official. Wait, can City of Gwent claim Gwent as their property? And just continue the support? Huh? Anyone? Somebody call Chesy? Okay, see, the deception here is that when you play the tower, not between 2 soldiers that you had, but in front row, it gathers points slower, and that is the deterrent for the poisons. Poisons are not coming on it. So those are the secret strats you are learning from the pro players while watching the tournament. Or somebody please give me an explanation, because there must be something. And not like it's uber important. It is literally 1 point. Like, we'd have to play the entirety of this round for it to be more than 2. Okay, priestess obtained. Hubert is back. No, Hubert, go away. This is not your place. Okay, but at least he was in deck for most of the clicking, so he's coming back. Potential coming out, but not in hand, but on board, potentially next turn. So yeah, we see Sanvanter playing here, and that means Madame. Myamon was holding for Madame against Fireball, but here he plays it out immediately, gets ahead by a mile. Nothing stops Sanvanter from playing more though. Boopity, boopity. Get Nilfgaard and Runestone and Amnesty? No, not Amnesty, but Assassination deals with one of the engines anyway. But maybe. Does anything else matter? No. Okay, so denies the coin supply here. There is only one Redanian Secret Service, so poisons are going through. But yeah, takes 2 turns. So while she grows, you cannot insta kill her in this board with this board setup. It's kind of not enough though. So yeah, leader charges and some point gap created. He got a who is highlighting like this? 5 charges. 5 is okay. For 1. Okay, so it was 5 unupdated, 5 and 3, yeah. Should be bigger, faster, stronger, but as I talked about... okay, never mind. The poison is allowed. There might be a spender coming from Novigrad. Oh wait, the spender is on the board. What am I on about? And yeah, Myamon gets the ship. The bleeding is cancelled by the peaches growing. But surely going for Renfrey there was trolling, right? For the... When you need thinning, you cannot rely on the whale creation from the stratagems. Just a passing thought though. Don't mind me. You need to use your leader to protect Snowdrop, but Myamon is not playing any Mortal Punish or Purify. Maybe there was some line for that, especially if you are considering, but it's a bit too late to use leader, so yeah, that should be a guaranteed pass. But yeah, the line that I suggested is a bit trolling. You need to hit on thinning, and you cannot combine a whale and thinning in one go, because this is not a priestess round. What's the deal on official stream for this game? 30 minutes, same as in qualifiers, so players have been done with this game some time ago. So they are either playing the decider, or we have a champion. So 7 and 5. The priestesses are not buffed, but here comes the mentor and buffs both of them. So now they are quite inspired. There is an Exora. What are we doing about a 12-point Exora? About some carryover that is potentially in the graveyard. I haven't been following the money, but there was some KOB spending. OP spender from Novigrad. Novigrad is not the greatest access to spenders, to be fair. So yeah, there is one unit on the board. Do we leader charge here? We as in Sanvanter. No. No, we don't, and boom goes Onager. Units are buffed outside of Renfrey's ability reach. Wait, when not getting to see. Okay, play a bronze unit from your hand is there. What if secretly protecting Snowdrop and just thinning one of the cards out of your deck was the line in round 2? 4 extra points is not looking too hot. So yeah, this is the flashback for 2 months ago. Exora and ship are less expensive, have more points, more power on them, and they are just doing syndicate things. Wee! Look at this. Pew, 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 pew. I committed. Pew, 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 pew. Pew pew. Pew. So that's nice and all. A lot of points coming. Pew pew. Pew pew. Oh, we have a problem. Oh, priestess deck. Why are your points not incredibly scary? Oh, let's look at this shield purchase, amazing. And red wins, so you can find me here and there, and join Discord for discussions of Balance Council, because surely your input is the most important. I'll listen, I'll make a video, and we don't get our changes passed because somebody more important made their changes public and they want the council vote. But we'll grow. In 2024, we're gonna dominate the council votes, I promise ya. Okay, so Defender goes. This Arcane Tome is not doing much for Myamon this time around. I think I might just upload Myamon Magpie's games with that deck, but it was banned today, so there is less content. So yeah, Rent-free deck, not known for specials, thus. The Arcane Tome is going to be clicked once. But let's agree that the last game wasn't close, so OTB turned out to be a tad too OP for this priestess. Okay, so we are setting up a proper unit coming from, or proper card coming from the Fisher King, because that moves any card. Goes for Nilfgaard. Goes for the spice. Gets an engine. I think the Impera Brigade was able to self-pink, right? Benny the hamster, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We got followed by humans, by reptiles, hamsters. Everyone is welcomed. Breeding soldier was better. Look, this is so bad, it's moving MOP to lower power. Unacceptable. So Defender is getting moved. That's no MOP, and the War Chariot, the card that not everyone is aware about if they started playing like a year ago. So yeah, that turned out to be not bad, not bad. Sure, it brings it down to 2, but if you combine that with the power of Siege Master and Reinforced Ballista double pink, it turns out to be decent. So yeah, War Chariot, best card. Imagine starting playing a year ago. I would be quite happy to start playing now, knowing that there is a community still. Because the best time to play a card video game, if you are just interested in figuring stuff out, is probably first 6-12 months. Was the best time. Then I started streaming. Oh wait, that was fun experience as well. What I mean is I got all all cards in the video game and big bag of resources, so that part of fun was gone. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Golden, sadly not platinum necker. And it spreads the joy. That's the decree rate, so you can insta shuffle back. The War Chariot, I repeat, the War Chariot is a cooldown unit, and you can lower cooldown if you want. And why wouldn't you want that? It moves again. And MOP is dead again, so that tasty 12 power soldier is just so unreachable. If only the vial filter was already on the board. But look, everyone analyzing this, like, I understand that the points are maybe still close, but it's fun to witness that. War Chariot double impact in one round, in one game, and the final game. Love it. Not sure. I can come. Oh. So points are close, but they are not. Three. And there goes the lock. And the lock is gone. I was looking at the second monitor. It was, yeah, so the thinning is being avoided. Although I guess you can avoid overthinning by not picking rent-free options. So, yeah. There are lines. There is also still... Is the double Vilgefortz still on the books? It can be. Asaya is lurking in the deck. So how is he winning round 1, they asked. War Chariot combined with the Archfane Light Cavalry is how you win this. Every time roll for the cavalry and have your opponent disrespect that card. Looking at it, didn't do much. Although spending the Hunter for Bleed would have resulted in the same outcome. Any status does it. So Sanvanter winning round 1 and pushing against Syndicate didn't achieve much. We are in the pushing mode again and shortening the round is the mood. Does anyone have problems? I claimed mine perfectly, but Pooms was here and he mentioned that he had some issue with it. Is your account connected? So Traveling Priestess. Not too many charges. So you kinda need Radovit every time, so Radovit comes and Priestess... yeah, I guess nothing else. Priestess goes back. You can, theoretically, pinkful Ciri, but you know that your opponent is playing Sangreal. So too many points is not exactly how I would phrase it at the moment, looking at situation. I've claimed past card backs. I don't know what I can suggest. Maybe logging off the Twitch account and logging back in as a potential solution, because I think I only seen complaints in the past 60 minutes. Yeah, it is second onager. Good point. So that's a click, and it buffs the Priestess, which is nice. Godfrey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Witcher School of Rabbit. The school that gonna rule Gwent in 2024. You heard it here first. Okay, so if MOP is getting hit, do you think Sanvanter tries and snipes it with an extra leader charge? Might have been the mood. Also, didn't find Snowdrop while clicking the East Red. Well, crewing Siege Tower in this match is probably not something you'd want to do. Buffing your bronze to 6 when you have a 6-point bronze is understandable. Rushing to buff it, probably something to avoid. Although MOPs have been mostly distracted. It's a browser issue? Okay, congratulations. You figured it. Thanks for the information as well. Oh! And there is no Tridem and no Onager anymore. And it could have hit Priestess as well. The Priestesses are gaining charges on deploy. The rope is burning once again. It's going too deep, you cannot make the moves anymore. Well, yeah, it's pretty great. So Vilgefortz is potentially incoming. You kind of need to to do the stuff fast. The cart is there. This is the last 7 cards left in hand that you are seeing played in official competitive Gwent. Hold it, chat. Hold it. Yeah, you can just Mulligan Roche. Vernon Roche, and from a rent free you pick something else. So you are just doing the moves now. Whoop, whoop. So only one of the priestesses is with charges. Although Myamon, seeing how active Sanvanter is here, probably understands what's happening. Most likely understands. It's sad that there was no time for Sanvanter to play a second Witcher. And there we go. Is there any... There is a deep load damage. Eh? Nah, MOPs is yoinking bronzes only. Vilgefortz also got reworked, Andy. I'm not sure if you know. But yeah, it also pulls only bronzes now. So Sanvanter played it... well, Myamon was going for the winning line, and Sanvanter had the information about that. And... okay, there was damage created, and now, yeah, since Rent-Free Leader was played, it shows only neutrals. Adrenaline Rush is not active, if I'm not mistaken. So we get to... The Wyvern Shield is one of the last cards. There is an MOP in Sanvanter's graveyard, so... Okay, yeah, it's not happening. It's just that he... the gap is... What? There is no double down on those charges. Yeah, and that's only 7. And we have a Myamon win. Okay, that went surprisingly back and forth. Okay, let's go. What